trendy designer handbags in my collection. I don't foresee it being here in 2030. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Celesta. We talk about all things luxury shopping and handbags. If you love those things, make sure to subscribe. Hit that bell notification. I do post videos twice a week. Okay, so I wanted to run through 5 trendy handbags in my collection that I really don't see in my collection past 2030. I feel like historically, I used to be very much a strictly classic bag kind of girl. I only wanted to buy what everyone else were saying were classic bags because I figured if I'm spending this much money on something, it might as well last me my entire lifetime. This has obviously, you know, snowballed since becoming a content creator, but I feel like my mindset has shifted now. Now I really focus on handbags I want to buy now, and it's okay that I enjoy them for a couple years and then sell it. And if we sell it at a little bit of a loss, then we sell it at a little bit of a loss. We got to enjoy it for that period of time, and I think that's the price that you pay for it. I'm less focused on classic bags, forever bags, and these are just really trendy handbags I just like don't think are gonna be in my collection in 2030. I figured it'd be fun to do this in order of like fastest to leave my collection versus the last trendy bag to leave. So we are gonna start with the Bottega Mini Jodie. Honestly, this was pretty high on my chopping block. Not high enough where we were gonna cut it, but it was pretty high on my chopping block. I feel like I don't get that much use out of this bag anymore. It's a really tiny bag. The trend has also kind of, is there something in here? Wouldn't be the first time. I found my AirPods. Oh no, it's empty. It's not the most practical bag, and I feel like I got a lot of use out of this. This was fun to use, but I have no shortage of pink handbags to pick from. And I don't know that this is the first pink bag that I am reaching for. Most likely the first to get cut. I don't think I'm cutting it this year, but definitely higher on the list unless something magically changes where I suddenly fall in love with this bag again, where I feel like I need to keep it. The next 2 bags are my DJoys. This one's newer, so we're gonna give her the benefit of the doubt, but I think when I bought this bag in exchange for my book tote, I already didn't think that this was gonna be a forever bag in my collection. I love the look of this bag with the beaded design, obsessed with her. I don't think I need 2, and I think the East-West style shoulder bag, if you will, top handle bag, is going to die before 2030. And I think at that point I would have had these bags for quite a few years, and I think I would have like enjoyed it enough. This bag I really don't get a lot of use out of. I don't know why I associate this bag with holidays, and so I really only use this around the holidays. If I'm reaching for like a black top handle bag, I end up reaching for my Capucine instead. This one I feel kind of guilty about, which I made a whole TikTok on, so this one also hasn't gotten a lot of use. But I definitely don't think that either of these bags are going to be in my collection in 2030. Maybe the black one stays because she's like limited edition, she's different than the rest of my collection, but both of these I feel like are both really trendy styles that I don't know that I see myself using in 2030. The next bag I don't think will be in my collection in 2030 is the Louis Vuitton Palm Springs Mini. It's so funny because I think I definitely made a video years ago at this point. I think it was also on YouTube. I was like, oh, I don't think I see myself using this bag past 25. And I'm turning 29 soon, and I haven't reached for this bag in a couple years. So I guess I was right about that. The only thing that's keeping me from selling this bag, one, I just look at it and I love it. I haven't used it in a long time, but like I look at it and I think she's so stinking cute. But 2, I think by 2030, I should know if I want to have kids or not. Right now, I'm still in like a, I don't need to decide right away kind of thing, but definitely not right now. And I think by 2030, I should know if I want to have kids. If I decide that I want to have a kid, then this will stay. If I decide by 2030, I don't want to have a kid, then she should probably go because who's gonna take this, right? So that's kind of where we're at with this bag. I haven't used it in quite a few years. I also feel like the trend of this bag has been long gone. Sometimes I see this bag out in the wild, but I mainly see it because it's people's like throw around bag or they're like running errands kind of bag, not like, oh my God, you're really on trend, which is why I have the bag kind of thing. Super, super cute bag. but definitely trend is gone. Don't think I'm gonna have this by 2030 unless in 2030 I decide I at some point want to have a child. The next bag should be no surprise to you guys. It's the Chanel 25. And I think when I got this bag, I already knew in my mind that this bag had an expiration date. It's called the Chanel 25, the same way that the Chanel 22, the Chanel 19 have an expiration date. Like after the new one comes out, it's just not as popular. People don't reach for it as much. You rarely see the Chanel 22 out and about. You see a lot of the Chanel 25s, mainly in the mini size, so it's already kind of like hype has died down quite a bit. And I really like this bag. I think it's actually a really fun bag to use. It's very practical. It fits more than you think. I just don't know that I will have this bag in my collection in 2030 unless I get to a point where I decide my love for this bag outweighs like what's trending and I still really, really like the bag. I know myself. I know I'm very easily influenced. I know that as soon as people are like, oh, this bag is over, we don't like this anymore, the more that I see that, the more I'm like, oh yeah, I don't like it either. That's what happened with the Gucci belt. Granted, I was probably influenced in the first place to get the Gucci belt, and then people were like, oh, it's outdated, it's tacky, then I sold it. So I feel like I know myself, I know I'm very easily influenced, and I think that like by 2030, probably not going to be in my collection. And last but certainly not least, maybe not an overly trendy handbag, but definitely, you know, it's giving early 2020, 2021, 2022-ish, this like crescent shape style bag. This one's a Celine Ava. They have already discontinued this style, like this white canvas in the Celine Ava. I wouldn't be surprised if they slowly discontinued this style eventually. And of course, you know, when things start to get discontinued, that's when the trend is over. I feel like this style bag, not the most popular anymore, not the one that every brand is kind of coming out with. A lot of brands are doing a lot more like East-West style, more like Alaya, dramatic strap drop. I will say, I think the only exception and the reason why this one's the last on the list is because it's a very practical bag. It's very much like a throw around, easy to use, running errands kind of bag. The only reason I keep this in 2030, which not looking the most realistic, is because it's just a really handy bag and I really like using this every single day. Otherwise, probably time for her to go. This bag already doesn't have very good resale value. I looked on Fashion File recently and I don't think I'm gonna get a lot of money for this bag. I think a lot of Dior, same thing, Celine, not great. And so, and of course it kind of depends like what brand is trending at the moment. Like obviously Miu Miu is doing really well. Chloe is kind of getting a little bit higher up there in terms of demand on the resale market, or like vintage Chloe bags. So it kind of depends what's trending at the moment and how it's gonna do on the resale market. Might not be worth to sell it, to be honest, so maybe I end up keeping it, but I don't think I see this in my collection in 2030 unless I can't get any money for it or I really, really like using it. Okay, so that sums it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think. I feel like there's some people that try really hard to curate their handbag collection so these are classic and timeless and will last the rest of their lives. Me, on the other hand, because I'm creating content, I kind of have a different mindset now. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if there's any handbags you definitely don't see in your closet in 2030. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll leave another video for you guys here and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!